Cardi B goes nuts, cries after Stefon Diggs drops major announcement. Nobody, and I mean nobody, saw this coming. What started as a quiet week in the celebrity world suddenly exploded into chaos when Stefon Diggs dropped a major announcement that left fans speechless, social media on fire, and Cardi B completely losing it in tears. This wasn't just another headline. This wasn't just another rumor. This was the kind of announcement that changes everything. The calm before the storm. For weeks, fans had been noticing something was off. Cardi B, usually loud, playful, and constantly online, had gone strangely quiet. No wild lives. No playful jabs. No teasing captions. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs appeared more focused than ever, locked in, distant, and unusually private. Still, nobody imagined what was coming. Until that post dropped. Stefon Diggs' announcement that shook everyone. Early in the morning, Diggs posted a simple but devastating message across his platforms. No emojis. No jokes. Just cold, direct words that immediately sent fans into panic mode. Within minutes, blogs picked it up. Within an hour, it was trending everywhere. People reread the post again and again, asking the same question. Is this really happening? Stefon Diggs had just made it clear, his life was about to change in a major way, and it wasn't centered around Cardi B the way fans expected. Whether it was a career decision, a personal shift, or a future-changing move, one thing was obvious. Backhand index pointing right. Cardi B was not prepared for this. Cardi B's emotional breakdown behind the scenes. Sources close to Cardi say the moment she saw the announcement, she completely broke down. Not a quiet cry. Not a dramatic rant. A full-on emotional collapse. She reportedly screamed, cried, paced the room, and asked the same question over and over. How could he do this without telling me first? Her emotions reportedly shifted rapidly, confusion, anger, heartbreak, disbelief, all colliding at once. At one point, Cardi allegedly threw her phone across the room and yelled, "I look stupid out here." That moment alone said everything. Why this hit Cardi so hard? This wasn't just about the announcement itself. It was about what it represented. Cardi believed they were aligned. She believed they were building something together. She believed they were moving as a unit. But Diggs' announcement made it clear, he was moving on his terms. To Cardi, it felt like being left out of her own future. Social media goes completely insane. As news spread, fans instantly picked sides. Some blamed Diggs for being cold and calculated. Others accused Cardi of being too emotional. And some simply mourned what they thought was a power couple in the making. Hashtags started trending. Hashtag Cardi deserves better. Hashtag Diggs did what? Hashtag pray for Cardi. Hashtag this is wild. Fans flooded Cardi's comments with messages like, "You don't deserve this. He played you. Stay strong, queen." But Cardi? She stayed silent. The tears nobody expected to see. Later that night, Cardi reportedly locked herself in her room and cried for hours. No cameras. No filters. No makeup. Just raw emotion. According to insiders, she kept saying, "I thought we were on the same page." That line alone broke hearts. This wasn't a publicity stunt. This wasn't fake drama. This was real pain. Did Stefon Diggs see this coming? The biggest question fans keep asking is, backhand index pointing right, did Diggs know this would hurt her like this? Some say yes. Some say he underestimated her feelings. Others believe he simply chose himself, no matter the consequences. One thing is certain. The announcement changed the dynamic forever. What happens next? As of now, neither Cardi B nor Stefon Diggs has directly addressed the emotional fallout publicly. But fans are watching closely. Every like, Every unfollow. Every story post. Because when Cardi B cries like this, it usually means something big is coming next. A response. A confession. Or maybe, a bombshell of her own. Final thoughts. This wasn't just an announcement. It was a moment that shook emotions, broke expectations, and left one of the loudest voices in hip-hop completely silent. Cardi B. Going nuts and crying wasn't weakness. It was heartbreak. And if history has taught us anything, backhand index pointing right, never underestimate a hurt Cardi B. Something tells us this story is far from over. Warning disclaimer, this is a fictional, entertainment-only story created for dramatic storytelling purposes. Cardi B goes nuts, cries after Stef Diggs drops major announcement. Nobody, and I mean nobody, was ready for what happened next. What started as a normal, quiet afternoon suddenly turned into absolute chaos, raw emotion, and tears streaming down faces after Stef Diggs finally opened his mouth and dropped a major announcement that sent shockwaves straight through Cardi B's world. And when Cardi B heard it, she didn't just react. She lost it. The calm before the storm. For weeks, fans had been whispering. Something felt off. Cardi B had gone quieter than usual on social media. No wild rants. No playful chaos. No late-night lives breaking the internet. Meanwhile, Stef Diggs appeared unusually serious, no flashy posts, no cryptic emojis, no jokes. The silence was deafening. Fans sensed it. Blogs speculated. Group chats exploded. And then, boom. Stef Diggs stepped forward. The announcement that changed everything. No music. No hype. No smiles. Just Stef Diggs standing there, eyes heavy, voice controlled, too controlled. I've spent a lot of time thinking, about my future. About what I want. About what I need to do next. Those words alone were enough to make the internet freeze. Then he said it. The announcement. Something big. Something final. Something nobody saw coming. As soon as those words reached Cardi B, witnesses say her face completely dropped. Her smile vanished. Her body stiffened. Her hands started shaking. And then, the tears came. Cardi B's emotional explosion. At first, Cardi tried to hold it together. She blinked rapidly, pressed her lips together, laughed nervously, that laugh people do when they're trying not to break down. But it didn't work. Her eyes filled. Her voice cracked. Her entire body gave in. She went from shock, to disbelief, to straight-up emotional overload in seconds, a source claims. Cardi stood up, pacing back and forth, repeating, "No, no, nah, you playing." But Stef wasn't playing. And that's when Cardi went nuts. Crying, shouting, breaking down. Cardi didn't just cry. She sobbed. The kind of cry that shakes your chest. The kind that steals your breath. The kind you can't fake. She threw her hands in the air, yelling, "After everything. After everything." Her voice echoed. Her emotions spilled. Years of pressure, expectations, love, fear, all of it came pouring out at once. Witnesses say Cardi dropped into a chair, burying her face in her hands, rocking back and forth like she was trying to comfort herself. That moment? That was pure heartbreak. Stef Diggs' silent reaction. And Stef? He didn't celebrate. He didn't smile. He didn't gloat. He stood there quietly, jaw tight, eyes locked on the floor. Because he knew. He knew the weight of what he had just done. He knew the impact of his words. He knew Cardi wasn't just reacting to an announcement. She was reacting to what it meant. Fans go into meltdown mode. Once word got out, the internet exploded. Twitter crashed. TikTok flooded. YouTube thumbnails multiplied like wildfire. Cardi deserved better. Why would he do this now? She didn't see this coming. Loudly crying face, this hurt my soul and it ain't even me. Fans were split. Some defended Stefan, saying, he's allowed to choose his path. Others rode for Cardi hard, she gave her heart. You can see it all over her face. One thing everyone agreed on. This was emotional. This was raw. This was real. Why this hurt Cardi so deeply? Sources say Cardi didn't just hear an announcement. She heard a future changing. Plans she believed in. Moments she imagined. A direction she thought they were heading toward. All of it felt like it vanished in seconds. She wasn't crying because she was weak, but close insider claims. She was crying because she cared. And Cardi B? She loves loud. She feels deep. And when she hurts all the way. The aftermath, silence, reflection, tears. After the emotional outburst, Cardi reportedly went completely quiet. No posts. No comments. No jokes. Just silence. The kind of silence that follows emotional exhaustion. Meanwhile, Stefan Diggs left without a word, not because he didn't care, but because sometimes, there's nothing left to say. What happens next? That's the question burning through everyone's mind. Is this the end? Is this just a pause? Is there a twist nobody sees yet? With Cardi B and Stefan Diggs, nothing is ever simple. Nothing is ever quiet. Nothing ever ends the way people expect. One thing is certain. This announcement didn't just shake Cardi B. It changed everything. And fans? They're watching. Waiting. Holding their breath. Because if this chapter hurt this much, the next one might be even crazier. Face with open mouth fire.
묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주 행비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 난 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주